Assalamu alaikum. I am your host Muhammad Shiraz. Once again, welcome to the program Computer Programming Concepts. This is our program number 12, and in this program we will discuss about while loop and do while loop. Dear students, in our earlier program we discussed about for loop. The most distinguishing feature of the for loop was that we declare all the statements of the for loop in a single line. Today we are going to study while loop. There are some distinguishing features of the while loop from for loop. So let's start today's discussion. While loop is used with while keyword. While loop has the same purpose as for loop. This loop is also called pre-tested loop. Pre-tested means first loop condition is evaluated and then loop body gets executed. While loop may be executed unspecified number of times, finite but unspecified. How? Shortly it will be discussed. Implementation of while loop. While loop body is implemented in three separate steps. First, loop counter is initialized outside the loop body. Then loop condition is evaluated at the beginning of the loop body, and the value of the loop counter is changed, that is either increased or decreased or changed by any other manner inside the body of the loop. Syntax of the while loop is shown on the computer screen. Here you see that loop counter is initialized to the initial value outside the body of loop. Then there is a while keyword followed by parenthesis. Inside the parenthesis there is loop condition, and then the loop body starts with opening braces and closes with closing braces. Inside the opening and closing braces are the statements that are executed on the basis of the loop condition. This statement will be repeated until the loop condition turns out true. And then inside the loop body there is a statement to change the value of the loop counter. This is a simple example that uses while loop. You see, in this example we have declared a variable x. You should keep one point in mind, that it is not necessary for the loop counter to be named as I. You can use any variable with any name as loop counter. Here in this example we are using variable with the name x as loop counter. We initialize loop counter to the initial value 1 at line number 4. Then we check the condition, while keyword followed by parenthesis x less than equals to 5, and then the body of loop starts at line number 6 and terminates at line number 9. Inside the braces is the body of loop. Here in this example the body of loop is composed of two statements. The first statement displays the current value of the loop counter, and the second statement changes the value of loop counter by 1. The program will be executed such that first loop counter will be initialized to the initial value 1, then the condition x less than equals to 5 is evaluated. Yes, this condition is true. Control will come inside the body of loop. The current value of x is displayed on the computer, that is 1. The value of x is changed by 1. The new value of x becomes 2. When control reaches the closing braces of the loop body, from here it jumps directly to the loop condition. Loop condition is evaluated, the value of x is 2, 2 is less than equals to 5, yes, condition is true. Control will come inside the body of loop and this loop body will be executed again. It will display the current value of x, that is 2, and then the value of x will be incremented by 1. New value of x will become 3. Then when control reaches the closing braces, from here it will jump directly to the loop condition. Loop condition is evaluated. Current value of x is 3 and 3 is less than equals to 5. Yes, condition is true. Then control will jump inside the body of loop and thus the current value of x, that is 3, is displayed on the computer screen. Then the value of x will become 4. Then the condition x less than equals to 5. Yes, 4 is less than equals to 5. So the current value of x, that is 4, is displayed on the computer screen. Then the value of x is incremented by 1. New value of x will become 5. From here control will jump again towards the loop condition. It will check the condition 5 is less than equals to 5. Yes, condition is true. Loop body will be executed and the current value of x, that is 5, will be displayed on the computer screen. Then the value of x will become 6. When the loop condition is evaluated this time, as 6 is not less than equals to 5, therefore condition will turn out false and thus loop body will not be executed and control will jump to the statements followed by the loop body. Let's exercise this example on the computer screen. This is the same example. We declared loop counter x, initialize it to the initial value 5 and then we check the condition x is less than equals to 5 and then we display the current value of x. Compilation report says there is no error. Execute the program and you see the output of the program. Let's study another example of while loop. In this example, we initialized loop counter to the initial value 10. Then we check the condition x is greater than equals to 0 and inside the body of loop we decrement the value of loop counter by 2. You should remember that it is not necessary to increase or decrease the value of loop counter by 1. You can increase or decrease the value of loop counter by any value. So let's study how this program will be executed. When the program is executed, first loop counter will be initialized to the initial value 10. Then the condition x is greater than equals to 0 will be evaluated. Yes, the condition is true for the first time. Control will come inside the body of loop and the current value of x, that is 10, will be displayed on the computer screen. Then at line number 8, the value of x will be decreased by 2. So the current value of x will become 8. Then when control reaches the closing braces of loop, from here it will jump to the loop condition and the loop condition will be evaluated. The current value of x is 8, it is greater than 0, thus control will move inside the body of loop and the current value of x, that is 8, will be displayed on the computer screen. Then the value of x will be decreased by 2, new value of x will become 6, then control will jump to the loop condition and the condition x is greater than 0 will be evaluated. In this case the value of x is 6 and 6 is greater than 0, therefore control will move inside the body of loop and thus printf will display the current value of x, that is 6. Then at line number 8, the value of x will be decreased by 2, new value of x will become 4 and thus control will jump again to the loop condition. X is greater than 0, the value of x is 4 and 4 is greater than 0, therefore loop body will be executed and the current value of x, that is 4, will be displayed. Then the value of x will be decreased by 2, new value of x will become 2, then control will jump to the loop condition, and here x is greater than 0 will turn out true as the value of x is 2. Therefore, control will move inside the body of loop and the current value of x, that is 2, will be displayed on the computer screen. Then the value of x will be decreased by 2. The loop condition x is greater than 0 will turn out false as the current value of x is 0. Therefore, control will jump to the statements followed by the loop body. Let's exercise this program on the computer screen. You see on the computer we declare loop counter x, initialize it to 10, we check the condition x is greater than 0 and display the current value of x by using printf statement. Compilation report says there is no error. Execute the program and you see the output. First x equals to 10, then 8, then 6, then 4 and then 2 is displayed on the computer screen. So the body of loop is repeated 5 times and each time the value of loop counter is decreased by 2. Dear students, you should remember that it is necessary to execute the body of loop specified number of times, but the number of executions may not be specified in advance. Even then, loop can be executed finite number of times. Let's study an example. As you see on the computer screen, that by using this example we want to determine whether a number entered through the keyboard at runtime is an odd number or even number, and once it has been determined by the program that whether the number is odd or even, then user is asked, do you want to continue? If the user presses capital or small y, then loop cycle will be repeated. Again, user will be asked to enter any number. Program will determine whether the number is odd or even, and then user will be asked, do you want to continue? This process will be repeated until user presses capital or small y. When the user presses any other character than capital or small y, then loop body will be terminated. So in this example we declare a character variable ch, we initialize it to the initial value y, then we check a condition while ch equals to small y or ch equals to capital Y. Here you should notice one other important point, that it is not necessary to use a simple condition in the loop body. Here you should notice one other important point, that it is not necessary to use a simple condition in the loop condition. You may specify a complex condition by using logical operator, as in this example we are using OR operator to combine two conditions. The value of ch may be either small y or capital Y. In either case, loop condition should be considered true and the loop body should be repeated. So first time the value of ch is y, small y, therefore condition will turn out true, control will come inside the body of loop and user will be asked to enter any number. User will enter number by using scanf statement. In the loop condition, if num modulus 2 equals to 0 will determine whether the number is odd or even. If the number is divisible by 2, it will return a remainder 0 and the message this is an even number will be displayed. If the number is not divisible by 2, then it will return a remainder other than 0. Therefore, the if condition will turn out false and thus the else block will be executed and the message this is an odd number will be displayed. You should remember that here there is a single statement followed by if and a single statement followed by else. Therefore, we do not use braces with these statements. Then Here user will be asked, do you want to continue? Press Y for yes. When the user presses Y, then scanf statement will take input for ch, and then control will reach the closing braces of loop. From here it will jump to the loop condition, and this loop condition will be evaluated. Then this process will be repeated. This cycle will repeat until user presses any other symbol than Y. Let's exercise this example on the computer screen. So this is the example. We declare a variable num of integer data type and ch of character data type, then we initialize it to the initial value Y. This is the body of loop. So let's execute, compile it. Compilation report says there is no error. Execute it, enter any number. Suppose I enter 8. This is an even number, and then the message, do you want to continue? Press Y for yes. Suppose I enter capital Y. Loop cycle is repeated, and we are again prompted, enter any number. Suppose I enter 11. This is an odd number, and then we are prompted, do you want to continue? Press Y. Suppose I enter small y. Again loop cycle will be repeated, and again program asks for input to enter any number. Suppose I enter 90. This is an even number, and again user is given an option, do you want to continue? So this process will be repeated until user presses any other symbol than Y. Now in this case program is executed finite number of times, but the number of execution are not known in advance. Now I want to terminate the loop cycle, therefore I presses n, the value of ch will become n, therefore both the conditions ch equals to small y or ch equals to capital Y, both the condition will turn out false, and therefore loop statement will be terminated. Dear students, we discussed about while loop, and in while loop you studied that the body of while loop is defined in 3 separate statements. Loop counter is initialized outside the body of while loop, then loop condition is evaluated immediately after the while keyword, and then the value of the loop counter is changed inside the body of the while loop. Now let's study another type of loop that is called do while loop. Do while loop is called post tested loop. In post tested loop, the body of loop is executed first, and then the loop condition is evaluated. Therefore the body of loop will be executed at least once, even if the loop condition is false for the first time. In pre-tested loop that we studied earlier, while loop and for loop, loop condition is evaluated first and then the loop body is executed. That is why those loops are called pre-tested loops. Therefore in pre-tested loop, the body of loop will not be executed if the loop condition is false for the first time. Do while loop uses do and while keywords. The do while loop is implemented in 3 separate steps like while loop. First, loop counter is initialized. Secondly, the loop body starts with do keyword without any condition. Thirdly, the loop condition is placed inside the body of loop. Syntax of the do while loop is do opening braces starts the body of loop, then statement inside the body, closing braces, and while condition is placed after the closing braces of the loop. This is the only loop type where semicolon is placed at the end of loop. Now let's study an example. When this program is executed, it will display a message, loop body executed. Do you want to continue? Press Y for yes. Now here in this example, you should notice that we have declared a character variable C and we do not initialize it. You also see on the computer that there is no condition followed by do. For the first time, control will just start execution from the first statement and all the statements will be executed in the specified order. The statement at line number 6 will be executed and it will display a message loop body executed. Then user will be asked, do you want to continue? Press Y. If the user press Y, then while C equals to Y will turn out true and thus loop body will be repeated. Again, user will be asked, do you want to continue? Press Y. User press Y, loop body will be repeated. Now let's exercise this example on the computer screen. Loop body executed. Do you want to continue? I press Y. Again, loop body executed. Do you want to continue? I press capital Y. Yes. This process will repeat until the value of ch is given as Y. If you enter any other symbol than Y, then loop body will be terminated. Distinguishing feature of the do while loop is that in this example you see that we do not initialize loop counter to the initial value. Neither the value of the loop counter is evaluated before the execution of the loop body. Loop body is first executed and then the loop condition is evaluated. Let's study one other example of the while loop. This is the same example that we studied for while loop, but difference is that in our earlier example we initialized ch to the initial value Y and then while keyword was followed by the loop condition. Here in this example we want to execute the loop at least once even if the condition is false for the first time. So here in this example we declare character variable ch and we do not initialize it to any default value. Thus it will be initialized to garbage value. But even then the body of loop will be executed and program will ask to enter any number. We will enter number. Program will determine whether the number is odd or even, and once the body of loop is executed, at the end program will ask, do you want to continue? Press Y. If we enter Y, then the body of loop will be repeated. Let's exercise this example on the computer screen. This is the same example. You see we have not initialized ch to any value, neither there is any condition followed by the do keyword. Instead ch is initialized to the garbage value. But you see that the body of loop is executed and user is asked to enter any number. We enter any number. Program determined this is an odd number and then it asks, do you want to continue? Press Y. Condition is true as the value of ch is Y. Loop is repeated. Again user is asked to enter any number. Program says this is an even number and do you want to continue? No, I do not want. I press N. Thus program is terminated. So dear students, in this discussion we discussed about while loop and do while loop. We also studied in detail the difference between pre-tested loop and post-tested loop. It ends our discussion of loops. We will meet with a new topic in next program inshallah. Till then, Allah Hafiz.